Quick video about fixing a dodgy side stand on a VRod and just making it a little bit easier to find it with your foot.
Right, so one problem I have noticed after putting the forward controls on is that on the 2007 Nightrod, the thing for the stand that you can catch your foot on is just this piece here. With the rod being there, it's just a little bit in the way, and you now sort of struggle to get the side stand. You know, you find it, but if you're trying to look nice and posy when you turn up somewhere, you end up sort of fiddling around trying to get your side stand down and you look like a newbie. Anyhow, so I'm going to fix this, is I'm just going to put a little divot of stainless just coming out of here, a little bit of rod, about 10mm long, 3/8 of an inch long, just there, just so you've got something just stuck up like this, so you've got something to catch your foot on. It'll be away from the gear lever and everything else, so it's safe to do. And you just be able to catch it like that and stick it down. So I'm presuming later ones that had the forward controls, they probably had some sort of addition to the side stand. On the 2007, if you put forward controls on, no matter what you do with mid controls, take them off or whatever, because this is all standard here, you'll still have to do something on this just to fix it. I'm going to take it off the bike because if I use my HF on my TIG, it might wreck the computer, and I can't be bothered to try and disconnect the battery anyway. I could use strike on my TIG, but it's a pain. So I'm just going to try and take this off. I think it's just a cotter pin down here, and then you pull out this pin and then it should be off, and then I can weld it. Right, so once you know how it comes off, it's not difficult to get off. The spring's strong. I just sort of removed the pin and then sort of pulled the stand round, and then managed to get it off without taking the spring off. But what I found is my bush in the bottom is like that. So I noticed the stand was a little bit loose when I was looking at it earlier, and that's because it's completely worn out and killed this bush. I don't think it started wearing the frame at all. Maybe a little bit, maybe not. No, I think the frame's all right. But yeah, obviously these bushings aren't that good, or at least they need changing after a while. So that has to be added to the list. And just in case you're ever stuck down here, that's the cotter pin that you have that goes through the bottom of this pin, and it's quite easy to get out once you know what it is. But yeah, I'm going to have to order a couple of new bushes. That's fairly obvious. It's a bit of a pain actually. Having said that, it's bad weather this weekend, so I'm not going anywhere, so that's okay. Yeah, so I'm removing the kickstart. I found a VRod weakness apparently. The little bushes that come out of there, as I said, were all worn, and as a result this hole gets bigger. It's supposed to be oval shaped, by the way. So the bush sits in there, and it's supposed to be the oval shape, because then what happens is as the stand takes up pressure, a little lug goes in here to stop the stand, stop the bike from moving on the stand, and perhaps the stand from kicking up. So it's got like a lockdown feature basically on the side stand. So the side stand sits here. When it comes out, it slides in this oval shape here, which allows this little lug in the side stand to engage in there and stop the bike from falling over. Problem is, this is quite worn. It's not too worn, but it's quite worn. But I somehow managed to have a lot of luck. And I looked in my old aircraft bits toolbox, and I found I bought 2 bronze bushings ages ago for a Vans RV6 motor mount, engine mount. And those fit in there perfectly, and they're actually the right size and everything. So I'm going to stick those in, and that will get me around that problem for now. Later on I might use a bolt instead of the clever spin arrangement, apparently that helps. But yeah, with these bushes I'm going to shim this as well so it doesn't go up and down too much. But yeah, this apparently is a standard problem with VRods. So you have to check your side stands. If the bike starts leaning over more, check it, because these bushes have probably gone and ended up like that and are wearing away the metal.
So next up was to weld the little bit of stainless steel on the edge of the side stand there. Used a TIG welder, I don't know, about 150 amp I suppose, and that was that.
Apparently this is the easier way of getting the side stand spring in. Is rather than struggle around, you stick washers in the things of the spring here, so it lengthens and it's a little bit easier to get on. Right, and got it on. In the end I bent up a piece of steel like this, and with the washers it managed to go on. If you've got one of those trampoline things, you know, one of those big trampolines, they have like spring pullers with them. That would have worked well. Right, so hopefully this is the finished thing. So you see, you can just catch your finger on that little finger, toe, foot, whatever, on that little thing. It swings out like this. And the cool thing is when the bike's weight goes on this, which I never realised, perhaps it wasn't working actually, is that drags out and then it locks into its little catch. And it can't do it. And then when you release the bike's weight, it pulls it back. The only problem being, as I say, is the bushes go all worn and wreck it. So that is my forward controls finished.
And here it is painted, and this is a quick idea I came up with of using an axle stand to keep the bike upright. Just gives you a bit more room in the garage.